Hello, everybody. All right, let's get started. I think should be able to put some audio as well in the background. Thanks, buddy. It's good that I've got a singular view of yours, at least. How cool am I out of 10? Is this someone that I know at least, or? Let me know if you can hear me, because I got no clue if the audio is working or not. I'm so cool, bro. I'm super duper cool. Hey guys, how you doing? At least I got two viewers. Let me know if you got any questions, and I'm more than happy to answer. At the moment, I am. Hello. Ah, it's you, Mr. Edwards. I'm getting the hang of doing streams at the moment, and as you can see, I'm sculpting some rocks. Dankeschön. At the moment here, I am. I don't know if you can tell, but I've got a few pieces here. And my plan is to incorporate these pieces here because I'm trying to get this stuff here at the moment. You see, I don't know if you can tell this detail there. And I was struggling to get this working with a rock here. Oh, by the way, just out of curiosity, because I don't ever do streaming. How do you get a notification, or how did it work, or you just saw me pop up with a notification? Ah, okay. Just by coincidence, I guess. Yeah. Don't blame you. Don't like notifications myself. Yeah, that's the plan. Oh, it's gonna be interesting to talk to these about this open online. But yeah, I've got a bit of a plan on what I want to do with my portfolio at the moment. Um, and I would just want to be a bit more focused with doing environments and Unreal and that kind of stuff. And I've been putting a lot of thought thanks to that ape dude that you recommended the other day. So I've been looking at a few of his videos, and I'm just gonna revamp my portfolio massively. I wonder if I got Teams up somewhere in here. Oh, actually, I could just open the Photoshop. If you give me one moment, let's see where I've got it. So can you see my screen at the moment? So my plan is, so these are not my portfolio pieces at all. So if I hide some of those layers at the moment, cha cha cha. So yeah, this is my actual portfolio, right? But I'm not very happy. It's like it's not very well defined what I want to do. It's a little bit all over the shop. So I'm just going to make sure that everything that I do is very, very focused with just doing lots of environment kind of stuff. So I have already started this piece here, and this is what I'm doing here. Like I'm doing some rocks, and yeah, I just want to make sure that everything just feels up a bit more cohesive. Like it just feels like yeah, it's like me just doing actual environments. So that's my plan at the moment. Like I've got a bit of a focused plan at the moment because I've been very confused with myself. In the past few months, I was like, I'm not sure anymore. Like I'm very generalist, but it's not good, especially if you want to get hired in the industry. So that's my plan at the moment, just to be a bit more focused with doing environments kind of stuff. And yeah, about this, the plan is to have all the other rocks here to this level as well. And I'm gonna put this inside of Unreal. So it will be, yeah, it is a portfolio piece. Anyways, I'm gonna show you a technique here if you're not running away just yet. So instead of ZBrush, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna combine these two pieces with this one here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this up here and this one here. So you have these two pieces here. And so I'm gonna merge them down. So if you go here, merge down, it's gonna say an error, whatever, blah 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 blah. Sure. Then I'm gonna do with the same with this one, merge down. So now they're all together, and you'll see here with the geometry, they're still separate pieces. But I'm just gonna do a quick Dynamesh. So I'm gonna make sure the Dynamesh is on. Draw a little box or a little bit of a mask outside, and now they're gonna be merged. You see? And now that's like it's this is a very cool technique. Yeah, yes and no. That's a fair question. You'd be surprised that yeah, just being a senior, it actually makes it a lot harder to find work. So if you are a senior, you better have a portfolio that's like outstanding, or you better have a lot of work experience in your belt. So it is easier to be a junior that's just finishing off university, because a lot of companies might find you, okay, you just finished from university, so you're going to be a lot cheaper. Whereas me, if I try to find work, everyone's going to expect I'm going to ask a very high salary. So it's going to be a lot more competitive. Does that make sense? Maybe not. Oh, the low poly of this. Oh, God. I haven't considered that, actually. I'm just focusing this art-wise. I am trying to simplify a lot of the shapes. So I am doing, I know that looks very detailed, but I am actually trying to do an oversimplification process. Because I think it's too detailed, so I'm trying to simplify some things, to be honest. I'm gonna show you another trick. So one thing that's very important whenever you're doing a rock like this is to make sure that like a lot of the faces have got the same angle. So when you do some lighting, then all those faces get lit up equally. So one thing that I've done, like if you can tell here with a lot of these faces, here with the picker, you have this thing here that essentially you can pick at what angle things are going to be done. So if I go here, you can drag this on the model and it will pick the angle that you're going to sculpt this. So say if I want now for these faces here to match to this angle here, I can just say, okay, I want to pick up that angle. I'm just gonna make sure that now I'm picking up that angle, and I'm just gonna do planar, maybe pick that angle there. And now if I do planar there, it's gonna essentially pick that angle. And everything's just going to be sculpting to that angle now. And say, for example, if I want to, let's say, pick that angle there for that face over there, I can just do the same. I can just go, all right, pick that angle over there. And now I can make sure that that's actually matched that too. And yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, just going back to, I kind of wish that people could just jump in with a microphone and chat with me as well. When it comes to work, sometimes it's nice to have a break from the industry and not work. 'Cause sometimes you can work very long hours as well, and then you get tired, and it's nice to just be able to do some fun work, you know. Just reset that. Ah, dude. Okay, thank you. I feel I feel humble. No, ZBrush, dude. Like, if you want to get really good with ZBrush, I'm pretty sure you know this guy already. Let's see if I can open a new browser. And this is Michael Pavlich. Well, I don't know how you say his name. ZBrush. Oh my god, did I get his name right? Oh, almost. Pavlich. Pavlich. Look for this guy, because this guy, if you want to learn ZBrush, he is a fucking mental. He's really, really good. And he's always got a trick or two under his sleeve. He's doing a lot of weird character workflows at the moment. But this guy, like, he just has so much stuff. Maybe skip all this of creator kind of stuff at the moment, because he's been a bit obsessed using that at the moment. But yeah, he's a ZBrush pro, and he's got so many tricks under his sleeve. He's really, really good, for sure. It is also getting pretty late, so I might call it a night. Not right away, but maybe in a few minutes. I'm having fun doing this. But yeah, I've got a goal to try to finish this in 2 weeks. I think that's one problem that I've got with doing a lot of work, is that I just take too long to finish things. So I just need to be a bit more diligent. And yeah, to be honest, you've been. Oh yes, sure. This guy, Michael Pavlich. He's got a very complex name. There you go. So I'll just put it on the chat for you. Yeah, you've been a great inspiration with your axe, man. Like you were able to put that together in just a few days. I was very impressed, and I was like, you know what? I should just work a little bit more like you, just to work a little bit faster, not overthink it, just get things done. So yeah, kudos for that. I was talking about you to some of my students, saying that I was very impressed how much you've improved over the months, because you were showing me the stuff that you did a few months ago, and I was like, oh, this could be better for these reasons. And then for a month later, you showed me that axe, and I was like, well, the hammer, and I was like, whoa, okay, bring it on. Like that's such a massive improvement. So yeah, please keep doing what you're doing, man. It's amazing. I'm so proud of you. How long did it take it to do? Um, how much time was it? Maybe we should put the chat here. Is this always up? How long did it take you? Okay. I wish that the chat was always up on the screen. That would be cool. Um, 25 hours. Yeah. If you were working for a company, so that would be 3 days. 3 days of work. That's actually not too bad. It's not too bad. Not that anyone needs to know how long something like that would take. But if you told me that it took you like 80 hours, then I would be like, oh, it's a long time. But 25 hours is actually pretty sweet. And okay, one thing that I'm doing very wrong here, you should always work things from a distance. Because once I go like this and I go doing all the drawing over there, that's like very silly. Oh man, considering that's you've done retopology, texturing, sculpting, right? So just for the sculpting alone, how long did it take you? Wait. Can you have two windows in ZBrush? Is that a thing you can do in ZBrush? Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm talking like ZBrush. Can you have two separate windows for ZBrush? Like a zoom in and a zoom out? Or is that a different software? Yeah, because you're saying in your chat, yeah, I like to have an overview window zoomed out and then a second window that's zoomed in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that's a really cool technique, and it's something that I wish that I did from early on. So you can do that in Photoshop as well. But it's important that, because you know what, man, if someone's gonna look at this rock, right? People are gonna look at it this distance and be like, okay, yeah, that looks great, and then they're gonna move on to the next thing, right? No one's gonna be like, ooh, oh my god, look at this. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, it's like they're just gonna look at it at this angle and be like, all right, that looks cool. See ya, bye, next. You know, they're gonna look at the next thing. They're not gonna really care. So it's important to always. And I'm also focusing at this angle because although there's a lot of detail here, oh my god, I need to simplify this as well. This a lot of the beauty renders are going to be on this angle anyways. I don't think I'm going to be showing this much of this angle here, so I might just simplify it a little bit around there. If I've got a bit too much detail, and just do a bit of that simplification process. Because otherwise the red topology is going to be interesting. I might cheat with the red topology, to be honest. I might do this with Dynamesh or something like that. I don't know. I'll think about it, because to be honest, man, to do the retopology of this, good luck, man. It's gonna be a nightmare. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this, to be honest. Like, it would take me longer to do the retopology, I think. And most artists, they will just do, because you know this here, right? You can do a, have you played with the Simulation Master yet? So the Decimation Master here, so I'll give you a quick demo. So let's grab something that I don't care much about, like this little piece here. So I'm just going to duplicate this really quickly. And I'll move that to the side there. So if we look at the topology here, right, it might be quite dense, right? So there's a lot of polygons. So if you don't care too much about the topology and you want something very quick and it's like a rock or a mesh or something like that, you have this thing here with the CBLAX. So this is destination. So it's very similar to doing retopology, but very nasty with triangles. So the way that it works is first you have to pre-process the data. So this is you essentially saying, okay, can you analyze the mesh? So now it's done the analyzing. And after the analyzing, so I'm just gonna move it here on the right for now. So after you analyze it, you say, okay, what's the percentage of the count that I want? But you can say as well, here you say how it says 76,000. So if you want to say that rock there, I want 5,000 polygons, you can just put a 5 here. Okay, so it's going to do a percentage of decimation of 1.3. And you can use this as your low poly to do the baking on top of this. So if I go decimate current, it has done like a re-triangulation kind of a thing. But let's do something a little bit smaller. So let's say 2K, for example, decimate current. And there you go. And so now I could export this out as a low poly, do the UVs, but use the other one here to do the normals. It kind of, it is, but it isn't. They're both very different. Because if you look at the topology here, this is like very triangulating. Like it's all triangles, and it just has enough detail. So if you see, it's not that far off. So this one here is 200,000, and now it's just 1,000 triangles there. Yes, yes. You would have to find different ways to do the UVs as well. It's just different ways of doing the same thing. Have you seen the head of Silent Hill 2? Just out of curiosity. Like I think people were talking about it a lot on social media and stuff. Silent Hill 2 is a game that's come out not that long ago. So, Silent Hill 2 Pyramid Head Topology. Let's have a look. Because people were losing their minds. So, it's this character here. So, this is like the final boss of this new game that only came out recently. And someone has managed to get the model out of the game, and this is the topology here. It's like it's like a nightmare. And the UVs of this would have been a nightmare, so they would have used some weird technique in order to make these UVs as well, for sure. Yeah, but people are like, oh, it's okay. It's fine. Good UVs. We can do this, yeah. I've got a weird question. So, I've got this random guy that he just keeps coming to my channel and he says, "That's so cool, bro," or "You're so cool, bro," and then they leave. Is that a new meme or something like that that's happening online, or is that are people just being trolls, or because it's a different account and it's been twice now, and I'm a bit confused. I'm a bit like, is this a new thing, or maybe I'm just freaking out? Maybe it's just nothing. I was just wondering if you knew something about it. Okay, no, maybe I'm just overthinking it. All good. Lol. I know, man. I'm a very jaded person lately. I'm very. I guess I'm trying to leave my past behind. I'm just trying to move on with my life. Maybe that's why I look so cool, because I'm actually very uncool. But also, life is too short to be upset about anything, or you know, like it's important to just chill and be easygoing. Ooh, Valholm. What is Valholm? What kind of character is that? Is that like a Viking, or ghost. It's a ghost golem. I might need to get some like an image, like a reference or something like that, to understand what are you talking about. Ah, cool. I guess that's the cool thing about Discord. Like several people can show at the same time what they're doing, right? Instead of just it's just one channel here at the moment. Um, I could show a character that another character that I've been working on and off for the past couple of years. So I wonder if maybe I can give this guy a break and show a character that I've been working on. It's like a bull. Let me see if I can find him. I'll save this guy first. Oh god. Alright, so this is how many saves I've got for this character here. Lol. See if I can find the right one. This one here. So this guy here, I've been working on and off this guy for a fair bit now. Oh my god, right up the ass. There you go. Can you see him? It's a little character. And I think I was just finishing up his topology, and I did. Hello, hi Meal, how are you? Is this Charles? It is. It is. And I've been working on this guy on and off for a million years as well. Oh no. Stop stalking me. Oh my god, you can see. I don't know what the fuck that is. Alright. So I think YouTube might actually ban me in a minute if I'm not careful. Oh, is it really? What about now? Is it a lot louder? You could have told me, man. Is it louder now? Is it louder? Alright, sure. Alright, anyways, I'm about to go to bed. It's almost 11 o'clock, so it was good to see you guys. Thanks for joining in. Louder? I don't think I can do much louder, to be honest, unless... Because that's now the gains on maximum. I just don't know what else to do. I've been working on rocks, and now I'm showing off this character for no reason. Oh, by the way, so Charles, I was talking about this earlier. So this is my old portfolio here, right? So this is me like having a bit of a plan at the moment, and yeah, I want to like redo my whole portfolio. What, is it quiet again? What about now? Hello, Holly. Is everyone joining? My God. No, but I'm pretty sure because I think the gain is now maxed out. So it could be maybe a setting with a microphone itself in here. I don't know what it could be then. Okay. It's you, man. You need to get better headphones. But yeah, this is what I want to do with my portfolio. So I'm just gonna redo everything. Yeah, I'm using OBS at the moment. Um, so this is what I'm doing with the rocks. I'm gonna do some rocks. I also have some column stuff that I'm doing here. So if I open Notion at the moment, let me see if I can find it. Because yeah, I'm gonna redo my portfolio, but it's gonna take me ages, right? But this is the Tholos. I think you guys have already seen a little bit of this, but I'm gonna do this guy as well, and this is what I've done so far with this fella here. So I'm just gonna put him together as well inside of Unreal. So I'm gonna be very busy revamping all my portfolio to be more environment focused. Yeah, Notion is amazing. Notion is really, really good. You see the dream. Yeah, it is a dream. Portfolio dreams made of this. These are not mine. No, these are just random stuff that I found on the internet. That then I was like, okay, if I had a dream portfolio, it would be this. This is what I want to do. But also pay attention that all of this stuff is quite basic. So I did not go for anything that's like massively crazy. So I did pick very simple stuff. So even if I only do this much in the next 6 months, that would be pretty good, right? So I just have a few. So that's my goal at the moment with my portfolio. Anyways, I'm gonna continue with the rocks. Now, yeah, your portfolio is really sick, dude. I was looking at it maybe a few months ago, and I was like, mate, awesome. Yeah, you definitely got it going on. I think your portfolio is really, really good, dude. I dig it. I really like it. How many things do you have in your portfolio at the moment, Charles? Feel free to share it on the chat so we can look at it. Yeah, that's very good. I think that's the trick, just to portfolio pieces that are not very big in scope, things that can take maybe 3 or 4 days to do, and then after that you go, all right, cool, now it's my time to do something that's a bit more serious and a bit more complex. Okay, but is that something that's gonna turn up here? I'm pretty sure it should be fine. Just do it. This is all early days. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think you can get away with just having three very good portfolio pieces. So you don't actually need to have 10. Hence why when I was showing this earlier, that's why I've got this version here. So it's like, you know what, this is my focus at the moment. And I just want to focus with doing more ruins and more like rocks kind of stuff and just, oh, it's very stone based. And then after that, it's like, all right, cool, I've got those up. I'm going to now do a little bit more of like sci-fi and more like human-made environments kind of stuff. What's poggers? What's the pogger? I wish there was a way that people could just chime in and start talking instead of YouTube. It would be a lot better than just talking to myself like I'm crazy. Um. Oh. Actually, Charles, I got a question, yeah, because your game is looking really good. Um, and I can see that you're like the muscle to do a lot of the environment stuff. Like you're the environment master. What's your focus in the future? What do you want to do? Like, is it going to be more environment technical artist kind of stuff with blueprints and shaders? But you're gonna be focusing on Unreal as well. Yeah, dude, awesome. Um, Make sure that you put some stuff in your portfolio that is like visual effects friendly, something that looks very photoreal. Because there's a lot of studios in Sydney that are looking for people that can do really cool stuff in Unreal. What is there a specific programming language that's needed for Unreal? Like what Unreal uses? Is it C++ or is it Python? Or is this more for Maya? Mm, my God, do you think I would know how to answer that question, man? I don't know. I actually really do not know either of those questions, if it is a high demand or not. I mean, sure enough, like a company will love you being able to do coding in that sense because if someone needs to, like, for example, that script that you were showing me earlier with the array, I was very impressed with that, dude. I was like, holy shit, that's amazing, you know? Like, you can just build an environment so quickly using that. That was really cool. So if you can do a lot of stuff like that, then yeah, that's very useful. But how to demonstrate it in a portfolio is a question of its own as well, right? I think that yeah, you need to showcase it in a video, and it's essentially you going look at this script that I've done, and these are the things that you can do, and it's almost like you're doing a demo, but the demo should be like just to say a time. I would say maybe like 2 minutes long max, maybe 1 minute long, and you go through like all these different scripts that you can do right inside of Maya or inside of anything, and it's got to be easy to illustrate. So you go, oh, this is what it can do, and then you just show off what your script can do, right? Kind of a thing. It's almost like a demo, and I think that's a good way of doing that. But it also has to be something that's very impressive, right? Like it's almost similar to what Jack can also do in Maya, right? Oh, not Maya, sorry, blend that with the geometry nodes. Yeah, but how do you learn how to do that? Is that do you watch someone online doing it, or is that something you just did by yourself? Because if you did that by yourself without any help, that's pretty impressive. I don't know why, but it is to me. I don't know, like just someone being able to spit something out like that. I'm like, whoa, man! I don't know how to do that. That's crazy. Then again, it's maybe it's very easy for me to be impressed these days. Yeah, I might need to have a look into that because I'm finally managed to get that radial stuff working, dude, with the columns, and that was really really cool. But I was so lost, man. Like I was like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. And then I got stuck again after, and I just gave up. I was like, nah. So if you got a link of that channel, you can show me tomorrow. That'd be sick. Ah, dude, I don't know if I can be asked. I've got it in my hard drive. I'll show it to you tomorrow. I'm doing rocks now. Yeah, I think you saw it already when you left this afternoon. I don't think it's that different. Yeah, I managed to get it working thanks to the help of you know the teacher, right? Daniel Bain. Apparently, he's pretty good with doing stuff with blueprints as well. He loves doing stuff in blueprints. Yeah, actually, I could show it to you in Teams what I've done. And oh, I've learned something as well. Apparently, you are not able to use. Uh, you're not able to do anything with vertex painted with nanite as well. I had to learn that the hard way, which is very interesting. So this guy, Daniel Bain, and sorry about the chat, but yeah, this is what I managed to do with the columns. So I was able to get them repeating from the center axis using a blueprint. And then I did a quick test to see if I could do vertex painting. But what's interesting is you're not able to do vertex painting if you're using nanite. You have to turn off nanite. So that's one thing that I've learned. Really? You're able to use it in 5.5? I think I'm using 5.4 for that project because I don't like using anything that's still in construction. But that's cool to know. Maybe I will use nanite than if I use that version. I mean, I think nanite's a bit overkill if you use it on every single thing, anyways. All right. Give me some critique, man. I don't know what to do with this. I'm just staring at it like a crazy person. I'm gonna try to simplify some of these shapes here. Critique, critique. Give me some critique. Tell me what's wrong with it. Start over again. It's terrible. Do it all over again. It's awful. By the way, that's a great idea to change the matte cap. Sometimes it's a good idea to be able to see the difference. Because if you're always working with the same matte cap, you become a little bit blind of your own work. So yeah, thanks for that suggestion. That's a good suggestion. I think this area here, it's looking a little bit muddy, so I need to just, yeah, I need to simplify those shapes and make them a bit more flat. Yeah. So I've already been explaining this to Edward earlier. I was like, trying to do a simplification process where I'm just reducing and removing detail because I think at the moment it's just there's too much going on. So it's looking a bit too noisy. So I need to simplify things for sure. Yeah. But that's the problem, man. Like I always go, oh yeah, I'm gonna reduce some details. And then I go, yeah, put another crevice there, I'll just do, do some more cracks, more indentations, and then I'm like, fuck. So I always need to like zoom out and look at it at this angle and be like, no, man, stop it. You need to just simplify shit. So that's a problem that I've got. And I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like the more that I try to work around that, the more I struggle with it for some reason. It's really annoying. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. There you go, done. I'm using this reference here, but I think yeah, it's I don't want it to be exact either, because this is someone else's thing there. So you mean this on this side here? You too streaky? You mean? Perhaps you should reduce that a little bit more as well. Oh, I don't like that part over there. That hole is not too nice, to be honest. I don't like it, but here we are. But yeah, I don't know if I told you this already, Charles, but I think this is the second time that I'm doing this rock, to be honest. Like, because I did this rock. a few weeks ago, and I was so unhappy with it. I was like, man, this is rubbish. I hate this so much. There's no point to this. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna start all over again, and I did. I just went, all right, this needs a restart, and now it's like a million times better. If I show you the rock what it looked like in version one or something like that, it looked like shit. It was one of those projects that I was like, sometimes it's better just to do something from the beginning and do it all over again, and that's way better. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to do it though, because you can tell when someone does it, and it really breaks the topology as well. It really mucks it up. And I know you can just dynamesh it or whatever, but I don't know. There's just something weird about it. I don't like it. Actually, I wonder what's gonna happen if I use it right now. Eh, can't tell much of a difference to be honest. Maybe I need to crank up the settings a bit more. Yeah. Change smooth border brush. Let's have a look. Is it this one? Oh, baby, come home. Oh my God, where have you been? Yes, baby. Thank you. Nice find. Holy shit. Yeah, for shows. So let me show you this pencil thing here. Yeah? It's essentially the direction that you tell the software to use. So if you just drag it on the background here, it just does. It's like flat to the camera view, right? But this is very good if you want to have. So you know how shape language is a thing. Angle language is part of that shape language as well. So if you want to make sure that you have consistency to make sure that all like you've got the same planes, you can pick. All right, I want to make sure that all the faces are following that. So you can go. All right, I want everything to have this angle here. And so when you draw and paint, it's everything's gonna have that same angle as well. So it's very good if you want to simplify some shapes and it follows to that angle perspective as well. So that part there, for example, I want to make sure everything that's got that same angle as well. So I'm just gonna drop down the music. Does that make sense? So this thing here, you can find it in Picker. It's inside of orientation. And in order to enable customize, you have to go inside of preferences and then configuration, and then you go enable customize. And then after that, you go to Picker, brush, and then just drag this guy there. And you know what? While I'm at it, oh, no, go away. And while I'm at it, I'm just gonna have a continuation means it always changes the orientation of the brush depending on the angle of the sculpt. Once it just picks it up once and then it continues. Right, but I'm just gonna have that there as well. Okay. And yeah, Bob's your uncle. No, you just click it on it and then you drag it. And then you drag wherever you want it. I don't know if there is a short key for it. If that makes sense. Why are you asking? What do you mean by short key? Also, I'm gonna add that clay. So good. Come, baby. I'm just gonna put that next to the trim there, maybe. God, I'm gonna run out of space very soon. I'm finding it a little bit too intense, so I might. Can you remind me to say thanks to Zach on this brush? Because that's an amazing find. It's really, really good. I wonder if you learned that from someone online. Oh yeah, baby. Sorry, I'm becoming a bit sexual now. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I think I need to watch more videos as well because like you don't realize how much you learn until you watch a couple of videos and you go, oh my god, okay, yeah, that guy is using that technique. I had no idea that you could do it that way. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's the best way to learn. I was suggesting earlier. Um, you know this dude here. What's his called? His name is Pavlich, Michael Pavlich. That's the one. Do you see this guy at all? He is a total expert. Like his videos are next gen, crazy. He's got a lot of weird character stuff with his character creator, so maybe those videos I don't think they're gonna be too crazy useful. But he's got some other stuff. If you watch the older videos, anything that's ZBrush related, they are crazy, 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 crazy. Not sure who's Sulans. My God, Charles, thank you so much for telling me about this process. It's making oh my God, it's such a changer. Oh my God, holy shit. Sorry, I just stop sweating so much in YouTube. I'm like, oh, so good. Ah, dude. Oh my god, this is so good. Holy cow, I'm losing it. Mm, no, this part here, I'm not too happy with this. Where are you working at the moment, Charles? Tell me. Are you working at the moment? Are you at work? Actually, what do you do for work? Do you work at the moment? Like, not at the moment right now. I mean, like, have you got a job? Boo. I don't know if you noticed, but have you noticed that with the shift button here, instead of smooth, I got polish. So you can also assign different brushes for shift as well. Like it doesn't have to be always smooth. You can have different brushes. So at the moment I've got hard polish there instead of smooth. Okay, time to change the mat. Let's pick something else. Ugh. Yeah, why not? Then you can also use a normal map in order to show all the different faces. Oh my god, my eyeballs. That's not. No, don't like that one. Ugh. Sure. Oh, hospitality. Yeah, that certainly works for you because you're very friendly. You're very charismatic. I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand about hospitality. You need to be friendly and nice. Like, if you're not friendly and nice and you don't enjoy serving people, then what are you doing? Might as well work at something. Just work on retail, maybe. Oh, that's right. You told me you work in the kitchen, don't you? You work in this? Don't you work in this weird hospital place where you prepare food for patients? I don't know what I'm doing there at the moment. That's yucky. Don't know if I like that, to be honest. Ew. Ah, thank you. I I think I should set up my camera next time so I can be a little bit more engaging with the audience. But thanks for that, Holly. I'll see you when I see you. And yeah, good luck with your project. I know you guys been doing a lot of work with animation. And yeah, Charles, let me know when you're going as well so I can go to bed too. I got 4 viewers? Oh my god. 4 viewers. That's amazing. I can't believe it. I got actually people watching my channel. All right, bye, Holly. See ya. Thanks for joining my channel. I appreciate it. You. Oh my god. Imagine having 10 million crazy. You know what? I'm happy to just have 1,000 subscribers. If I know that I've got 1,000 people, then I'm happy. But I think I need to have a bit more humor with my videos. They're a little bit too boring at the moment. People are like, "Oh, is this guy for real?" And then they just, I don't know. I think people are getting a bit bored with me. I need to have more entertaining value. I think I'm becoming blind with this now. I think I need to give it a break or maybe do another rock. I'm pretty sure it's a lot better. I wonder what it looks like. Maybe I should have saved before doing this. This is very crashy. Mm. Yeah, dude, that brush is amazing. I'm so happy that I've discovered it. Shouldn't have done this now. Oh fuck. Are you giving it a shot as well at the moment, Charles? You should give it a try for sure. I've done that history for like 2,000 steps, and this is like from 33 minutes ago, and the whole ZBrush is dying. I should have never done it. Oh my god, there's barely a difference. And Axis Live, you might need to explain that a little bit better. In ZBrush, where the wheels and Axis Live. Oh, is that like a? Is this for like a transformation kind of a thing? Is this for scaling stuff? Is this like a transform thing, Edward? I'm gonna make a new object and see if that's what you mean. So I'm just gonna insert a new object, and I'm just gonna give you a bit of a demo. So let's say that we have a cube, and then I'm just gonna transform it like this, right? Um, like a live mirror. The only thing I know with a live mirror is you have this thing called symmetry. So I'm just gonna give this. So if I go, I can't believe you don't know symmetry. Surely, surely you do. So if I go Dynamesh and I press X once, then you have symmetry. Is this what you mean? The only thing that I know is um, it is kind of complex, man. I don't know exactly how to do it, but there is this thing. I looked at it once and I thought it was very interesting, but it's also pretty complex. So you have this thing with nanite that you can do, not nanite, it's called something else. It's called nano, I think. And you need to go to the plugins and activate it. It's a bit of a fungal dunkel. It's not easy, hey. But no, I can't remember out of my head how to do it. I swear I had a macros. Yeah, it's one of these guys in here. I'm pretty sure. But maybe they have. There you go. Create instant subtool. So if I click on that there, then it says position the nanomesh poly to the ideal location. You can use control to drag to duplicate the poly. And then you go edit mesh and nanomesh and then yeah, but I'm not a so now you got a copy of a copy. So you got this one here, you got this one there. So this one here now, I just placed it right. So you've got it there. And now I can duplicate this multiple times. So if I duplicate this fella here, duplicate him, move him around, right? So I can duplicate this a few times, right? Right, so I've got, this is the same cube, right? But if I go here and I change this one, right? So I'm gonna give this guy some ears, right? And then if I go to the other ones, this should update maybe? No, they did nothing. Okay, well, that was my point, and it did not work. Maybe it's because I need to go... Maybe it's because I need to go down here and... Because these cubes at the moment, if I press Control D, that's what happens, right? They turn into a million little thick guys there. So there is a way that you can edit that nanomesh. There you go. So this is that instance here. So if I click on this guy here, you can change this into different things, and you can edit this one directly as well. But to edit this mesh, you have to press this button here. So it takes you to this fella here. And so let's say that I want to add some ears or whatever. But they're not updating the other ones, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Oh, it's updated this one here. So maybe duplicating it was not the way to go. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But there's a way that, yeah, I might need to look into this. But it's nanomesh. And it is inside of here, you go to macro. And then you have to go to create instance subtool. But I think you need to... It's not too easy. There's a lot of options. It's quite complicated. And it's a mess. So have a look into that. It's time to delete all of those guys. All these random Minecraft heads. Just have to make sure I don't delete anything else by accident. I'll die. Alright. Cool. Maybe it's time to save. Just in case. Yeah, I've got no idea, man. Sorry. No clue. You might need to see if you can find it. The other thing I can think about, you because if you go inside of here, inside of transforms, and then activate symmetry, you can also do symmetry in the other axis like Y, Z, and also radial. Radial symmetry is really cool as well. So you should definitely try radial symmetry. No, it's okay. Don't worry. I like learning things too. So it's like if you ever like you just saw with Charles, he was like, "Oh, have you tried this brush here?" And I'm like, "No, got no idea what that is." And that's a life changer for me now. So sometimes you might find something that's actually really really useful, and I'll be like, "Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for telling me." It's very important as a teacher, especially when I'm teaching stuff, that sometimes I need to understand that I don't know everything, and sometimes you could teach me something in exchange. So, and that's the thing, like if you teach me something, then I am able to also use that same knowledge to someone else. I can be like, oh, do you know this brush here? You can do this thing, right? So if you do find about it, just send me a video and then I'll look into it because I won't mind learning. You know what I mean? And no, it's not like if I really thought that you were wasting my time, I would just get out of this streaming and then just do it by myself, right? Ah, by the way, I saw the design on Teams, the ghost thing that you're doing. No, 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 I did not believe that you did it. I was just saying that I saw it. Actually, let me have a better look because it was very quick. What I do like about it is I think it is the perfect character to practice. Because he's got the anatomy pieces right with the arms and the hands, and he's got the face, and he's got the jewelry pieces and everything, and he's stylized. But at the same time, is a very easy character to start with, if that makes sense. So I think this is a great choice to begin with to get a little bit of that practice, and then you can move on to the next thing. I do recommend that you start blocking out the pieces with symmetry in mind, and even the tail, just make the whole tail straight. And then later onwards, once you've blocked out all the pieces, then you start. Because I don't know if you can tell, but the arms are different on both sides. It's got a lot of asymmetry in one point. So you need to do an asymmetry pass later. But I don't know if you want to do that in the rigging stage or if you want to do the asymmetry in ZBrush. So it's up to you. Is this going to be a ZBrush only, or are you going to do retopology inside of Maya as well, and the texturing and the UVs and all of that? Yeah, yeah, no, excellent, dude, excellent. I think it's a very clever idea. Like, that's another thing that I really wished that I was more careful is not to do things too ambitious. Like I think I should have done things a lot simpler with a lot of my first projects, just pick something a bit easier, but it was faster as well, and then you learn with that, if that makes sense. Oh, you want to do animations as well? Wow. I'm like, great idea. Animations as well. I'm like, good luck. Animations is my weakest link when it comes to my general skills, to be honest. Oh my god, this brush is amazing, dude. Oh my god. There's no way that I could do this stuff without this brush, man. This is, oh my god. And with this technique together, it's like the marriage of the best of both worlds. It's like, I feel like a total pro right now. Oh my god. Sorry, I will stop. I will stop doing this. Ugh. Yeah, I also wish I could get better with animation. It's interesting how I'm very good at giving feedback. So if someone shows me their animation, I'm able to tell them straight away, oh dude, this doesn't work because of these reasons. Like change this, change that, this part here, make it this way. And sometimes I need to watch the animation 10 times. And they'll be like, why are you watching that 10 times? And sometimes it's like, no, you just need to watch it that many times. But then yeah, I'll just give them a million notes and I'll say this is why it's not working. But then if someone told me, oh cool, now you animate it, I would be like, you want me to animate this? I got no idea. I would be terrible. So don't you ever ask me to animate a single thing. I'll suck at it. Yeah, just trying to think. It's gonna be very hard for you. Like the one important thing with your animation, make sure that you get good reference. But I don't know how you would get reference with your ghost dude, if that makes sense. I'm not too sure how you would get good reference with the animation. If you had to put down a brief for what kind of animation would you do with your ghost, what would it be? Do you know the answer to that? Okay, so it's going to be like different states of animation. So you got your walking, idle kind of stuff. Is that what you mean? Yeah, so I recommend that you just do your idle and maybe like a basic walk first, but just focus on doing those two. And then after you got those two, then get some feedback. But when it comes to animation, you need to do your whole like do a block out first with your animation, and then after that you do the block out, then you do the detail on top of it, right? Like don't do everything one go. I don't know if I'm explaining myself correctly, but point is still a bit away. Oh yeah. I know you got a lot to do still. Actually, feel free to show me a work in progress of your character. Can you share images in the chat in Google? I guess not. It's only chat, right? Okay. Well, earlier when you were telling me, don't, put this in your portfolio, I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it. And now I'm like, yeah, this is all. I'm so pumped about this. Oh my God, that's the best rock I've ever done in my life. That's what shows. I'm so happy with this. Oh, dude. Sorry, I need to stop bragging. Maybe when I wake up tomorrow, I'll be like, oh, actually, this is not as good as I remember. I'll be like, oh, yeah, oh, actually, yeah, I guess it's okay. Oh my god. I almost feel like I'm cheating with this brush. It's insane. It's crazy. Nah. Yeah, you know how many people have done that already, man. I mean, I would get better. Like, that's the thing. Like, I still have to do another bunch of rocks. Okay, now I'm putting too much detail again. I need to like chill. Mm, yeah, but I think the point is, are they at good quality? Because if the quality is not good, then maybe it's worth it. Like if these rocks, right? So if you give them out just to sculpt, then maybe it's not worth the sell. But if it's got really good UVs, really good textures, and it's got LODs, then yes, someone would be like, "Alright, cool, sure, give it to me, I'll buy it." But would someone buy this rock? I'm got my doubts because this rock here, it's not that modular. Because the way that I'm doing this rock here is more cinematic for this specific angle here. It's almost like a rock garden kind of a thing. So the plan with this environment piece is like, yeah, it's just to do like a garden of rocks kind of a thing, something like this, or something like that as well. Like this one here is very cool. I was like, oh, it would be great to do this one here, or something like that. Like I just wanted to make a very very small, manageable project that I could do in a few weeks, easy, just on the side, a few hours here, a few hours there, like nothing too crazy. And then I ended up using this as the king of the rocks. So I was like, you know what, this is the one that I want to do. Um, but it's very like these rocks are very cinematic. But I don't think like it would repeat too much. Like if you put this in an environment, people would be like, oh yeah, it's that same fucking rock again. You know, like it's more like a hero kind of rock almost. I don't think it would work very well to sell. Okay, now I need to simplify this again. So let's see. What areas do I simplify again? I'm gonna simplify this shape here. And this area here needs to be simplified, so I'm just gonna do that too. So how much do you know about negative space? and the power of negative space. It's a legit question. Are you talking Topogun? Or are you talking the quad thing? I can give you a quick demo now if you want. Are you talking? Yeah. Okay, cool. So you do know a little bit. So yeah, so sometimes having lots of detail everywhere, it kind of brings away the power and the harmony. So sometimes, like for example, I have cleared the detail of that area there, just so if I'm looking at this from far away, right, it's not just all noise. So you should have like if I look at it at this angle there, I might simplify like if I could draw this on top, right? So let's have this image here right next to each other. And just do like a quick Photoshop. God damn it. Do have a bit of a quick Photoshop paint over, which I need to do for myself anyways. Okay, cool. And I'm just gonna increase the. Alright, so if I copy this, so this is the original, right? I'm just gonna have the original there on the side. So sometimes having too much noise and detail is not good. So you see here, you got some areas of space. So ideally, like if I painted a few areas like this, right? It actually, you're making it stronger composition overall because you don't have that much noise going on. So it's just for improved readability from far away, but it's also to give a bit of harmony to your piece. There's not that much difference, but you see how you got this big area. So if you're looking at it from far away, it's not just all noise. So even you see, looking at it from this angle here now, I'm gonna do a quick paint over, and then maybe and this crack here, I'm gonna make it a bit bigger maybe. And that big crack there, I think, needs to be a bit bigger. For example. It's not that far off, but you know what I mean. Yeah. It's about having shapes at different directions. So I'm just gonna simplify this shape over here, maybe this one there, and I'm just gonna give this crack. I'm gonna make it a bit more wider, and I think that's gonna be the goal. And I think that will be enough. So here I'm just gonna make this shape a lot bigger. But yeah, it's a negative space. It's a little bit like It's a little bit like, you know, the silence in music. Like if you don't have silence in music, it's not good. Yeah, but it's also interesting because it's one of those things that you don't really learn about much unless someone actually tells you in the face. Ooh. I've got this gigantic little spike and everything there. How the hell do I fix that? Oh god, it just got worse. Yeah, have a good night, man. You too. See ya. Thanks for hanging out.